It's the last day of the month, and as you always do, there's our monthly forecast and also our midweek analysis. And this analysis is going to be based on the boom and the crash index on the derivative market. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Kobe Forest Trading Community. And before we dive in, let me check in with our release of our new robot system that works on the D boards. Okay, so those that are interested in using the D board system, we encourage you to purchase our derived boats. And as you can see on the flyer, you can contact Coach Joshua for your version of the robot. This robot gives decent profit, and sometimes we use the boat when the market is very dull with our analysis. Okay, so we stick into the boats for us to get a decent profit on a daily wise. So if you're interested, you can contact Coach Joshua as soon as possible, or probably, okay, if you are new to the to trading to as well and you're interested in using it, we will help you to install and run it on the deriv system. Okay, so back to our MT5. Okay, and on our monthly forecast. Okay, so we'll start on the boom turned index. And looking at the boom turned index, guys and girls, you can see we have a very strong bullish candle coming in for this October. So what are our takeaways? We are expecting, okay, for buyers to come in, okay, guys, for this November for the boom turned index. So let's scale in to the lower time frame. And so on the weekly time frame, okay, you can see this bullish run. Okay, you can see there is solid weekly bullish run, and this gives us a clear confirmation that what we are going to buy, okay, on this pair from the boom turned index. So let's scale in to the lower time frame as well. So on the daily time frame, this is very interesting. On the daily time frame, you can see the weekly candle actually closed at a high, okay, at the previous high. Okay, so this high, it has been cleared. What are we expecting? We're expecting what? A correction, then probably we continue with the what, with the buy. Okay, but that doesn't mean that we can't take the corrections. Whenever the corrections looks good for us to sell, we will pick it, which is going to be a short-term sell, but our main move is going to be a buy for the boom turning index. So let's dive into the to the lower time frame as well as we scale in for more what clarity in the market. So on the 4 hour time frame, you can see how this market is really pushing up, making series of what we call the higher highs, breathe in, breathe out, impulse correction, impulse corrections. Okay, so on the 4 hour, you can see how we are what ascending, okay, in a structure wise. So with this pair, anytime we are going to pick forward, anytime we'll be picking for any buys, we're expecting what a push, then what we resume. Looking at how this happened, a push, then we went up. So this is our takeaways. We are waiting for what, at least a corrective sell to come in, then what we resume with our main trend, which is going to be what, a buy. Okay, so let's scale in again to the 1 hour time frame for more clarity. On the 1 hour time frame, this is also interesting, ladies and gentlemen. You know, this is our current price structure over here. Okay, and we've cleared a significant high on the daily time frame, so we're expecting any push to come in, then what we targeting forward for more buyers. And with this, we have what we call the mono waves. Okay, mono waves is what we teach our students. Okay, the mono waves helps us to what, to know the end of what our corrections, whereby with the use of the trend line. So um on the 1 hour time frame, we have our trend line over here. So any touch of this trend line and with a candlestick confirmation can give us what, a buy. Or probably we have another mono wave, okay, which also looks so powerful, which is where myself, we are eyeing in this community, that we are expecting a deep drop. Okay, on the 4 hour time frame, that drop that we saw, let's go to the 4 hour time frame. On the 4 hour time frame, this drop, yes, we're expecting that same drop might happen, whereby it will be very good for sell. Okay, then later we continue our main trend on the weekly, on the monthly time frame. That bullish engulfing candle that came on the monthly will resume the main buy trend. Okay, so this is our analysis, and so we are waiting patiently, okay, for price to visit any of these mono waves what that we've drawn, okay, on the trend line. Okay, this mono wave is our key area around this area. Okay, clearing this low, probably clearing this low also can give us a clear confirmation, okay, or even clearing this low. Okay, it all depends how we are going to spot our reversal pattern on the lower time frame. Okay guys, so for boom 300 we are expecting a massive what buyers to come for the subsequent month to come. Okay, so let's go to the other pair on the boom 500. So boom 500 index, let's dive into the monthly chart. Okay, so on the boom 500 on the monthly chart, you can see we also have a very strong bullish run on this pair. And looking at the monthly candle, okay, that we got, this gives us a clear confirmation that we are expecting forward for sales to come in for the boom 500 index. Okay guys, we're expecting forward a sell what to happen for the subsequent months. After this long move, we have to push up, visit a level of resistance, then we're expecting what, seeing how this what monthly candle is closing, we're expecting for another push, at least another what strong what bearish candle to come in. Then later we might continue with our buys. Okay, so we are just waiting, looking at how this impulsive move looks like. We can also have another correction on the lower time frame, another impulse to push price up. So now looking at this nature, okay, we expect what a sell move to come in, whereby this sell can be a short-term sell or probably a long-term sell. But looking at how after this massive run, see how this bearish red candle came, then another bearish candle came, then later we pushed. So after seeing this, we expect at least another bearish candle, then later we push price up. So let's dive in, scaling to the lower time frame. So on the weekly time frame, this is what we are seeing, and you can see the weekly bearish candle gives us a very nice clear confirmation that we are expecting for sales for boom 500 index before the main buys comes in. So with this one, we use what we call the Fibonacci to know, okay, the Fibonacci to know the push. Okay, at least let us push to at least to a certain level, then probably this buy can come in. So we are what, we are interested in taking what the sales that will come in for this pair. Okay, so on the daily time frame, this very interesting. The daily time frame looks so interesting. So let us bring in our Fibo. Okay, so we have our Fibo, our swing point to our swing low. Okay, yeah, so we're expecting price to visit a sell orders, okay, on the daily time frame. So that means we are capitalizing on the massive what push to around this zone, whereby we are expecting a push what a reversal to happen on the lower time frame, on the 4-hour time frame, on the 1-hour time frame. Then we target a massive push to this low. Okay, so this is our analysis, how we are seeing the boom 500 index. Okay, so you can add this to your watch list. This looks what a very nice opportunity coming in. So on the 4-hour, you see how this push is going. So we're expecting for what any correction around here, target a very nice what reversal pattern, then what you push price to the downside. Okay, so this is just for the boom 500 index. Okay, so let's go into the other pairs on the boom 600. Okay, so boom 600, let's start from our monthly time frame. Okay, so on the monthly time frame, for this we don't have enough month for analysis, so just 3 candles is not enough for us to base on our analysis on the monthly candle. So let's go to the weekly candle. So on the weekly candle, you can see we have a very strong bearish candle coming in after a very long bullish engulfing candle that came. Okay, so still there's not that clear clarity, so let's dive in to the lower time frame for more clarity. Okay, so on the daily time frame, okay, you can see we have a very strong push to the downside, and with this pair, okay, actually in the community we're expecting for sells around this area. You can see the sell now came in. So what are our takeaways, or what are our analysis based on this pair? we are expecting more push to the downside. We are expecting more push for boom 600 to the downside. Okay, but before the push, we have to wait for the market to give us what we call a corrective pattern before. So you can see we missed a trade, okay, around here. Yes, a sell trade after the impulse correction impulse. We missed this whole move, but all the same we are expecting before. So let's wait for the 4-hour 1-hour daily very nice corrective structure to come in, and after this corrective structure we will be taking our sells. Okay, so this pair also is positioning itself at a very good price for us, whereby any correction on the 4-hour, on the 1-hour time frame, we can target for what? A massive push down. Any push up here, we are not going for sell. Any push up, you also wait for what? A correction, then another push up. So you see how, so this whole is going to be entire corrective pattern. After this move, a corrective pattern, a push, a correction, and a buy. So this is what we're expecting. How price is going to react over here is what? It's our prime zone, it's our key zone for us to either we will be going forward for the sell, which will be a correction sell, or impulse correction buy. Okay, so this is what we are expecting for the boom 600 index. Okay, so let's dive in to the next pair, which will be on the boom, what we call the boom 900 index. So on the boom 900 index too, you can see price now. So let's dive in. Let's see how the monthly candle is closing. So the monthly candle too, you also don't have enough candlestick for our what forecast. So let's go to the weekly time frame. The weekly time frame, we can see we have this bullish candle on the weekly, which is closing now. So let's stick to the daily. So on the daily time frame, okay, ladies and gentlemen, what we see how the daily candle closed. Okay, the bearish candle, daily candle that closed. Okay, so anything can happen on this pair. I repeat, anything can happen on this pair. Seeing this bearish run, seeing this bearish run is a clear confirmation that probably the sells can come in at any time. Okay, and if we are waiting for buy, at least this market drop. Let's drop for a while before what we can capitalize on the buys. Okay, so on the daily time frame, we are waiting carefully to see the rise, okay, of this. If the rise is going to be a corrective, we expect an impulse down. If it's going to be an impulsive wave, then the market is really going to pause for a while. So let's scale in to the lower time frame. So on the 4-hour, the boom 600. Okay, yeah, so this is how this boom 600 is really forming over here. So you can see this push, it looks more impulsively. So if a pause is going to come to have something like this, then the market is going to be on the sideways, then later probably we can push to the upside. Okay, so this is how the nature of this pair is actually moving. Okay, but moreover, the sells that we'll be waiting for is either price. Okay, we'll have what? A push here. Okay guys, a push to this zone, to this other block zone, then later what? We target in for more sells. So scaling in is the main key. We scale into the lower time frame for more clarity, and when we find our clarity, we stopped moving to the lower time frame. Okay, so on the 1-hour, okay, you can see how this market is really pushing after this massive push up, a quick push up before. So now if we are going to target the sell, let's wait for a push up again. Okay, then we get in for more sells. So over here we are waiting for a sharp push, then what we get for a sell, whereby we can get this at what this market can give us this sell during this day. Okay, today we don't know, but it can be in the form of what? It can happen today. or probably the subsequent days to come in November. So we are expecting, so you can see we have also a diagonal, so we have to be very careful looking at how this pair is forming. Okay, structure wise, we're expecting what? A push up, a push up, a push up, a push up. Guys, pay attention, a push up, then any reversal candle, a bearish reversal candle we're taking for the sales. Okay, yes, this is for the boom 900 index, so you can also add this to your watch list. We are carefully watching how this price is going to react at this current zone. If it's time for us to sell, we're going for sell. It's time for us to buy, we're going for the buy. Okay, so before we dive into the next pair, I want to choke in with this. Okay, with the way we trade in the forex trading community, we don't have a solid rigid mindset whenever we are on the chart. We are always flexible for buy and sell. Okay, anytime the market can choose to go up, and anytime it can also choose to go for sell. So it's our duty as traders, okay, to really understand the nature of the market, meaning the language. I always stress on this, the language of the market. We have to understand what the language, the language that the market is speaking, and what we make sure we understand this language, and what we communicate with the market very well. Okay, so whenever we're going for an investment, you have what we call our plan A and our plan B, which is our main plan and our alternative. Okay, so anytime that the market, okay, is reacting based on our alternative move, we go in. This is what we call it as a trader. You have to be very flexible, understanding the language of the market. Okay, so that's why sometimes may be watching for more buyers, but all the same we are very being extra careful that sellers can also come in at any time, especially when trading with the synthetic pairs. Okay, so let's dive in also. Let's go also now on the boom 1000 index. Okay, so with boom 1000, let's go for the monthly time frame. How the boom 1000 is also forming. So over here, the boom 1000, you can see this bullish run. Okay, you have a very solid bullish run on this pair, and the price is making series of highs. So let's dive in for the weekly. On the weekly, you can see we have a pause. Okay, we have a pause. So this is when we have to be very careful for boom 1000 index. Okay, on the monthly, you can see the push up is very clear, and anytime this market push up, what happened? We correct. Okay, we correct. Anytime we have a push up, we correct. See this push, we correct. Okay, push, we correct. Okay, push. Now what's happening now? After this massive move down, okay, we also have another push up. So now we can be in a pause. Okay, or probably we can have a straight 10 over, a straight 10 over from here. Okay, looking at how this weekly candle closed for the last week, you see we closed in a doji. So this gives us a clear confirmation that this pair might be at a pause or at a reversal. So looking at this pair, guys and girls, let's pay attention for boom 1000. If we are going to fall, we are going to make so much money in this fall. Okay, looking at how the previous weekly doji candle formed, and now looking at this current week candle that is forming, if this weekly current candle close at a very strong bearish move, then probably we are at a reversal. This is going to give us the evening star candlestick reversal pattern, which is going to be a very powerful tool, which is going to be a very powerful confluence for us to go in for more sales. Okay, so let's go in for the daily. Okay, so with the daily time frame, looking at this nature of this market, we have to wait and see how this weekly candle is going to close. If we close in a weekly bearish candle, which gives us an evening star confirmation, then probably we are going to fall. Okay, so on the daily time frame, we are waiting carefully, seeing how this week candle is going to close. So we are not going for any setup for the boom 1000 index. Currently we will be just waiting for the weekly candle to close. Okay, so now you have to be very extra careful, okay, with this pair on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, on the 4-hour you can see okay, the candles are still loading. Okay, yes, so on the 4-hour time frame you can see we have this impulse. Okay, so if this is going to be a correction, we have this impulse. Okay, we have this impulse. If this is going to be a correction, so we can have something like this move, then we go for another buy, then later we can have a sell. Okay, based on the 4-hour time frame. So we have to be very extra careful on this pair. This push down shouldn't motivate anyone to start going for sell. Guys and girls, pay attention here. This move